Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, we shall see the story of the liberation of Sita by Volga. The real name of Volga is Popuri Lalitha Kumari, who is a noted feminist writer in Telugu. This book was originally written in Telugu and it was translated to English by T. Kumar and C. Vijayashree. This book is revisioning of Ramayana and the story revolves around Ramayana, but it is told from a different perspective. The story is about Sita who, after being abandoned by Rama, embarks on a journey of self-realization. The story is about what if Sita had met and had a deep conversation with Shurpanakha, Ahalya, Renuka and Urmila, who all like her have suffered a lot in their lives with or without their mistake. There are 5 parts in the book, namely the reunion, music of the earth, the sandpot, the liberated, and the shackled. The reunion, which is the first part, is a place where Sita meets Surpanakha, who is Ravana's sister and the main reason for Sita's abduction. But here, Surpanakha has been portrayed as a worshipper of beauty and is a friendly and loving person who, having conquered her rage and revenge, has realized that beauty is more than just physical attribution. The second part is Music of the Earth, where Sita meets Ahalya. Ahalya is a victim of patriarchal norms of female chastity. Lord Indra is mesmerized by her beauty and comes in the form of a husband, sage Gautam, and enjoys her. And for this, she is abandoned by her husband for no mistake of hers. Ahalya meets Sita and enlightens her about the complexities of female chastity, which Sita understands later once she is asked to face the trial by fire to prove her chastity. The sand part is the third part where Sita meets Renuka, the wife of sage Jamadagni and mother of Parasurama, who beheads her own mother obeying his father's orders after she commits adultery. She tells Sita how fidelity of married women is as fragile as a sandpot, how women are forced to obey norms and be a good wife and a mother. Sita realizes what Renuka met when, towards the end, after abandoned by Rama, Rama gives her another opportunity to return to him provided she declares her innocence once again. This time she disagrees to do it and joins her mother, the Mother Earth. The Liberated is the fourth part where Sita meets Urmila, Lakshmana's wife. The story starts when Sita returns to the royal household after 14 years of Vanavasa. When Sita enters the house, she is excited to meet Urmila, but Urmila is nowhere around. Sita actually expected her to be there looking forward to meet her husband Lakshmana and Sita herself, but she doesn't find Urmila anywhere. Sita gets worried and asks everyone about her and gets to know that after Rama, Sita and Lakshmana left to the forest, Urmila had locked herself in a room and never came out. Hearing this, Sita gets worried and rushes to meet Urmila. She expects Urmila to loathe her after seeing and thinks maybe she would refuse to meet her. But in turn, Urmila herself receives Sita and is happy to see her. Worried, Sita asks Urmila isn't angry with her. For this, Urmila quite honestly says that initially she was angry with everyone because all were grieving for Rama and Sita, but no one ever thought about her who was also left behind by her husband who never bothered to tell her about his departure. But later, after the crying and grieving, one day she began to study herself and her feelings, her emotions and her relationships. She saw how love, hate, jealousy and respect are but shades of same condition that is dependent on others. Urmila's search of happiness within herself gave her a new life and lot of inner peace. Sita couldn't understand it, but many years later, when she gets to know Rama is performing Ashwamedha Yaga, she feels disturbed by the thought of how could Rama perform the Yaga without a wife, or had he now taken another wife. At that moment, Urmila visits Sita's ashrama, and when Sita asks Urmila whether Rama has another wife now, Urmila tells her to remember all the things she had explained when Sita had returned to the royal house and tells to liberate herself from Rama. Urmila tells Sita to liberate herself from the world of emotional dependence. She advises her to detach herself from thoughts of Rama so that she can find herself back, find happiness and inner peace. The Shackled is the last story in the collection, which reads like an internal monologue of Rama. How he was captivated in the prison of protecting Arya Dharma from childhood, which left no space for his personal freedom. The only time he could be himself was those 14 years spent in the forest with his wife Sita. He cherishes those moments, and when talking to Lakshmana, he tells him that he is grateful to Mother Kaikeyi, who was the reason behind his exile, where he spent the best years of his life. He is a great king, no doubt, but the power of being a noble king has made him powerless personally, who grieves over losing his wife Sita. Eventually, when Sita hands over her children to Rama as heirs to his thrones, she liberates herself, but Rama remains shackled, that is, chained. Through these 5 stories, Olga makes the reader to revisit the epic and revision it from a feminist point of view. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box, like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.